Good morning, dear students. Okay, here we will be studying about the square root, and cube root. Okay, so first of all, let's know about the perfect square number. What does a perfect square number mean? You can see here the examples given: 1 into 1, 1 square equals to 1, 2 into 2, 2 square equals to 4. So what happens here? Whenever a number is multiplied by the same number, okay, similar number is multiplied two times, then it becomes the perfect square. You can see here 4 square is given and the product is 16. So the 16 is the perfect square number. So either you will be multiplying with any number, with 10 and 10, 100 and 100, 9 and 9, 99 and 99. So that should be multiplied with the similar number, and the product that you will be getting will be the perfect square. So nothing more than that. And a perfect square is the product of two same number. As I said, the numbers should be similar, that should be multiplied, and the result that you will be getting will be the perfect square. So for finding out the square and square root, so what does the square mean and what does the square root mean? So square, here you can see here, find the square of 20. That means you have to multiply this 20 again with 20. That is the square. Here you can see 20 square of 20 equals to 20 square. This one too, no, you have written here. You can see here, this mean square. This is the symbol of square. So 20 square, that means 20 into 20. Okay, so this 20 into 20 you have to multiply with the similar number whenever the square is given. And finally, when there is a when we multiply 20 into 20, the result is 400, which is the perfect square. Another we have is the find the square root. Okay, here the square root always denotes that square root, the sign is like this. Whatever the number is given, you have to keep it under the square root and you have to follow the instruction that I will say. So the square root of 196 means square root. First of all, you draw the square root, then after you kept the number under the square root, and then after you'll use the factorization method. You can see here factorization method. 2 98s are 196, 2 49s are 98, 7 7s are 49. So 2 into 2, 7 into 7. 2 into 2, 7 into 7. This 2 into 2 can be written as 2 square. Why? Because there are two similar numbers. Again, 7 into 7 can be written as 7 square because two 7s are here which are similar. So 7 square. And if there were 7 into 7 into 7, then what will happen? I will say later. So 2 square and 7 square are there. This square and this square is here. So this square root and this square will be cancelled. Got it? This is square root and this square will be cancelled out. Only the 2 and 7 will be remaining and the answer is 14. Similarly, if we talk about cube and cube root, you can see, and now it's time for the cube root and cube. What does cube means? Since I have said square means multiplying the number with the similar number. Now here multiplying the similar number 3 times. Here you can see 5 1 time, 5 2 time and 5 3 times. So 5 into 5 into 5 and it will be written as 5 cube. Okay, this 3 we denote it as cube. We say it as cube, and hence 125 is the perfect cube number. And when you talk about the cube root, then what happens? Cube root will be denoted as like this. Square root only we have denoted as this one, but cube root will be denoted as like this. It's to determine that this 3 will determine that this one is the cube root that we are going to make. And hence a perfect cube is a product of 3 same number. Okay, so now you understood the difference, that in a cube that there should be 3 same number and in a square there should be 2 same number. Okay, let's try to do question number of exercise 9.7. We'll be doing question number 1. let's try to do O number. Okay, okay, this one is cube. Okay, you have to understand that cube, how it should be written. Okay, let's do it in a book only. So 4 square means 4 into 4, right? Another also we have 4 cube means what? 4 into 4 into 4. Cube means 3 times the same number. 2 means 2 times the same number. 40 square means 40 into 40. So like that you have to write. Another here we have is the question number 2. Write the correct numbers in the blanks. So we have to now find out the root. So here you can see only the square root is given, and in this root 3 is also given. So the difference is that this one is square root and here 3 is written, that means this is the cube root. So let's do question number E. So in question number 2E, the question is given root under 400 is given. So what we can do, we can use the prime factorization method. Sorry, I wrote here 0 more. So prime factorization, like 2, how many is that? 2 2s are 4, 0 is 0. So 2 hundreds are, right? And then after 2 50s are. Then after 2 25s are. Then after 5 5s are. Okay, so up to this much only. Now what you can write, instead of 400 you can write 2 is here, 2 is here, and 5 is here. Since 2 into 2 we can write 2 square, right? Here also 2 into 2 we can write 2 square. Here also 5 into 5, 5 square. So we can directly write 2 square into 2 square into 5 square. But remember that you have to write accordingly, okay? And since here also square is there, square is there, square is there, so this square, and this square, and this square root will be cancelled out, and the remaining will be 2 into 2 into 5. So 2 into 2 into means 2 into 2, 4, 4, 5 is 20. So 20 is the square root of 400. So another is question number O. Let's try to do question number O. Okay, so okay, see here the question is given, a cube root is given. Okay, 27 1 2 3. So 27,000 is given. So here, since the 3-digit zeros are there, no, so I can teach you a very simple and easy way to understand this one. So if we use the prime factorization also, it will be easy. Like, we can directly, since here is 0, so I am just directly dividing by 10. So what it will be, if we will divide by 0, then 27 0 0 will be there. Again if we will divide by 10, then it will be 27 0. Again if we will divide by 10, then it will be 27 only. So what happens, whenever we divide by 10, then the 1 0 will be cancelled out. Okay, now the 27 is remaining. This will be divided by 3 3 9s are 27, 3 3s are 9 will be there. Now you can see 10 1 2 3 3 times is there, so 10 cube. Another 3 also 10 cube, 3 times is there, so 3 cube will be there. So now you can directly write here like 10 cube into 3 cube. So this cube and this cube and this cube root will be cancelled out, and the remaining will be 10 into 3, and you'll be getting the easy answer, that is 30. So there 30 is the cube root of 27,000. So another we have is a question, find the square of these numbers. Question number 3, and find the cube of these numbers. So what we need to do is that find the square of this number, mean we have to now find 19 into 19. Like if you have the question like cube of this number, then 14 into 14 into 14. Okay, let's try to do question number 3A. Okay, so here in 3A, so the question is saying to find the square. The square of 19 is equals to 19 square, equals to 19 into 19. So we can just write in a rough, then you can multiply 19 into 19. 9 9s are 81, right? It will be carry over. Then 9 ones are 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 17 will be here, and here 1 9's a 9, 1 1's a 1. Okay, now what we'll be doing, we'll be just adding it. 1 will be similar here, 7 plus 9, 14, 15, 16 will be here, and 1 plus 1 2, and here carryover was there, so 361. So the answer is 361. Similarly, if the question is asking you the cube, okay, cube of 19, suppose the question is asking cube of 19, then you will be writing 19 cube here. Then after we'll be writing 19 into 19 into 19. So like this you'll be writing, and you'll be multiplying 19 into 19 into 19, then you'll be getting answer 6859. Okay, like this you'll be doing question number 3 and 4. Okay, now here in question number 5, you can see, if we calculate the square root of the following numbers. So you have to find out the square root of all these numbers. Then after, in question number 6, cube root. Okay, the difference, what is the difference, I'll be just saying it now. So let's do question number 5F. So in question number 5F, the question is given 6400, and the question is saying the square root of this QARE, square root of 6400 equals to root under 6400. So if the question is asking you square root, then only square root will be there. If the question is asking you cube root, then you have to write 3 also. Okay, so that is the difference. And now 6400, now we can just do it in a rough. So 6400, as I said, if there is a 00 at last, then you can directly divide by 10. So 640, then after again 10, then 64 will be remaining, and what happens, 8 8's are 64 is there, right? So we can directly do it now. 10 square into 8 square, this square and square will be cancelled out, and the 80 is the answer. It is the remaining answer. So the square root of 6400 is 80. Similarly, in question number 6, now in question number 6, what is given? H number 64,000 is given, 64,000, and you have to find out the cube root. Cube root of 64,000 is equals to root under cube 64,000 you have to write now in rough. Okay, 64,000, as I said, this, when there is a 0 at last, then you can divide directly by 10. So 640, 100, 6400, then after 10, then 640, then after again 10, then 64 will be there. Now this 64, how we can do it? Okay, so this 64 can be divided by 4. 4 1's 4, then 4 6 are 24, then after 4 4's are 16 will be there. Look at this. 10 is also 3 times, 4 is also 3 times, so we can directly now write. Okay, let's write like this: 10 into 10 into 10 into 4 into 4 into 4. 4. So what we can write now, okay, sorry, I forgot to write here cube. You have to write cube all the time, okay? 10 cube into 4 cube. Now this cube, and this cube root will be discarded. Now 10 into 4 equals to 40. So the answer is, the cube root of 64,000 is only 40. Okay, here you can see question number 7 is a bit different. By what least number should the following numbers be multiplied to make it a perfect square? So for being a perfect square, as I've said, for being a perfect square, you have to multiply with the same number. Okay, so here question number 108, question number A, 108 is given. So let's try to find out the perfect square of it. Okay, so in question number 7, in question number 7A, 108 is given. So let's first find out the factors of 108 by using the prime factorization method. So what happens? 2 2 5s are 10, 2 4s are 8, then after 2 27 are 54, then after 3 9s are 27, 3 3s are 9 will be there. So this is the factors. Now what we can do is that for being a perfect square, you have to just put it in a square, 108. Then after 108 is there, and this can be resolved into the factors like 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3. This all I am writing. And again, this can be written as 2 square into 3 square into only the 3 is remaining. So this is square, and this square it will be cancelled out. So 2 and 3 will be out of the root, but this 3 will be remaining inside the root. Why? Because it doesn't have the square, it doesn't have the similar number. So 2 3s are 6, root under 3 will be there. Now hence 108 should be multiplied by 3 to get a to make it a perfect square. Perfect square. Okay, like this you have to do. Okay, so now here in question number 8, since the question is saying the certain number of students collected 2401 rupees for Red Cross, and every student gave as many rupees as they are. So as many rupees as they are. So how many students were there? They gave that much rupees. Okay, so how many? Find the numbers of the students. So now we have to find the number of the students. So here you can do the cube root, and here the square garden has the equal number of rows and columns. Okay, always remember that if the question was to ask you about the cube, then it would have given rows, column, height, like that of 3 different patterns would be given, and it should not say like a square garden. So here you have to do is a square root. Another we have is in our hall there is a capacity of 576 people, which are arranged in rows and column. Again look, rows and column only, that means into 2 different parts only. That's why we also do here square root. Okay, so here also you can see that the area of the square ground is 124 meters square. So here also what you have to do, you have to find out the length, that is you have to do the square root and find out the length. So whenever the area is given, area of a square means we have the formula A equals to area of a square, A equals to L into L. So you can find it out. Let's do this question number D then. Okay, so in question number D, what it's given is that the square area of a square is given. Area of a square ground A equals to what is given, 1024 meter square is given, right? So we know that it's saying that to find the length L equals to what? We know A equals to L into L. We know that this is the formula that we have learned. So A equals to L square. L into L means L square. Now what happens? When this square goes in another side, it will become square root. So A equals to L. Hence, L equals to root under A. And root under A means 1024. So let's try to do it in a 1024 as a factorization. Then 2 5s are 10, 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. Then after 2 2s are 4, and 2 5s are 10, and 2 6s are 12. 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 8s are 16, 2 6 are 12, and 2 4s are 8. 2 3s are 6, 2 2s are 4. 2 1s are 2, 2 6 are 12. 2 8s are 16, and 2 4s are 8, and 2 2s are 4. Now you can see here 1 2 2 again another. Okay, so here you can see this can be written as 2 square. This 2 into 2 can be written as 2 square. Here also 2 square. Here also 2 square, and here also 2 square. So 1 2 3 4 5. 5 times you can write 2 square. 2 square into 2 square into 2 square into 2 square into 2 square. So 1 2 3 4 5. This square and this square and this square root will be cancelled out. 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. So 5 times 2 we can write. Now the answer is 32 meter. Since the meter square is given, so the length will be in meter. Okay, now here in question number E, this question is a bit challenging. Hostel warden arranged the hostel student in a square shape, and in each line there are 55 students. That means in each line there are 50 students and 36 are left. For okay, so here for making a student in a square shape, 55 students were in each line. Maybe how many line were there we don't need to know. Okay, just there were 55 students in each line and they made a perfect square, but 36 students were left behind because they could not be arranged properly to make a perfect square. So what we can do now here? So the question is asking how many students were there. The total number of student equals to 55 square, because this 55 made the perfect square. No, this 55 in each line the students were 55, so it made the perfect square, and another remaining was 36 because they were left behind, they could not be made as a perfect square. So 55 square, they made the perfect square, so that's why I'm writing here square. Okay, then after 36 was also there, 36 students were also there, but they were left, but we have to consider in a total number of students. So 55 into 55 becomes 3025 plus 36, and it will become, okay, so 3061. So the total number of student was 3061, and since this 36 student could not be made in a perfect square, so okay, after getting total student number, that is 3061. Okay, so after getting 3061, now what we can do is that how many students are needed to be added, right? So 3061 is the total number of student, and it is not a perfect square. With this number it cannot be made a perfect square. Okay, so here 3061 plus how many students? Suppose x. Okay, suppose x should be added to make a perfect square. So this x we need to find out. So how to find out? So we'll be doing this one. Let the number of student to be added be x. Okay, let the number of students to be added be x. Okay, so what happens now? Now we have to add only the x number of students to make a perfect square, right? So 3061, first of all, this 3061 will be dividing it into the pair. Okay, two pair, like from right to left, we will be going from right to left and will divide one to one pair, one to another pair. Okay, so like this 3061. So okay, what we can do is that now this 30, okay, let's first just talk about this 30. This 30 can be which number can be very similar. Suppose if I am taking here 5, okay, suppose if I am taking here 5, then 5 5s are 25 will be there, and every time just you should learn that this 5 and here 5 should be same. Okay, the number should be same because we are making the perfect square. So 5 5s are 25. If you do 2 into 2, but we should do the nearest one. Okay, we can do 2 into 2, 3 into 3, we can do it, but we have to find the nearest one. Okay, nearest one to 30. So the nearest one to 30 is 5 5 is 25. That's why we did this one, and 5 is remaining. Now what happens, this 61 also goes down. Okay, this 61 also goes down. Now 5 and 561 will be there. Now the another thing that we need to understand here is that, okay, so there is 5 here. No, this 5 should always be doubled here. Okay, it should be doubled. Doubled means 5, double means always 2, no, multiplying by 2, right? So 5 2s are 10 will be there. Yes, 10 will be there. Then this 10, and here the part is something is missing. No, here also something is missing. This part and this part must be equal. Let's try with 1. Okay, when we write 101 into 1, 101 into 1, whatever the number will be here will be multiplying with the same number. Okay, so 101 into 1, 101 into 1, what happens? It will be 101 only, 101 only, and it is not near to 561, right? That's why again we'll be taking 102. Here we'll be taking 102, here also 2 into 2. So let's try. 2 2s are 4 and 0 2, 204. So it is also not near to 561. So what can be near to 561? Let's see, let's take 105 into 5. Okay, so what happens? 5 5 is 25 and 5 1s are 5, 525. So 525, is it near to 561? Yes, it is near. So 105, and here also I am writing 5. So 105 into 5 becomes 525 minus, now what is the remaining? 561 minus 525, it becomes 36. So finally, now this much only. Okay, this much only you have to do. Now what happens? Now look at here. This one is 55. 55 makes a perfect square. 55 square makes a perfect square. So this is the lower one. We have 3061 and we have 56 square. Okay, so this 3061 lies in between 55 square and 56 square. So what we can do, this 55 square is equals to 3025, and again 3061, and this 56 square is equals to 3136. Now what we got to know about this one is rough. Okay, you might be confused. So what happens here? 55 square is 3025, 3061 lies in between 55 square and 56 square, and this 56 square I just wrote it because here we have got 55 here. No, here we have got 55 here. So 3061, it definitely lies between the 55 square and 56 square. So the 56 square is equals to 3136. And since the question is saying what is needed to be added in 3061, no, so we have to take the bigger number. If the question was saying what is to be reduced, okay, what is to be subtracted, then we would have taken this lower one number. But here the question is saying what is to be added to this 3061. That's why we are taking this 3136. Now the number of students to be added is equals to 3136 minus 3061, which is equals to 75. Okay, yes, 3036 minus 3136 minus 3061 equals to 75. That's why 75 students needed to be added to make it a perfect square. So when 3061 plus 75 is made, then what happens? It becomes 3136, which is the perfect square of 56. That's why it is the perfect square.